100 video is late again, and I did not get drunk. Actually, that's a lie. I did get drunk, but that wasn't the reason why this video is late. I was away this weekend. I was at an awesome convention called GX Australia. It was Australia's first queer-friendly convention, and I was a panelist there. I got to do a couple panels, and it was awesome. It was a really fun time. That was the reason why there hasn't been a video till now. Not because I got drunk. I did get drunk, but that wasn't the reason. But anyway, let's get into this episode's review, which is the 100, episode 306. And I think I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter because it's a while after. Everyone's had some time to process it themselves. So I've had some time to process it. I did watch it on when it was released, so I've had some time to process it. So I'm just going to sort of talk about my fave bits, and then we're going to get back to the regular times of uploading this week. So yeah, just a heads up, as always, I will be talking about my theories for future episodes for the rest of the season. Nothing is confirmed, but these are just my theories, so there may be spoilers if these theories end up being true. So just a heads up, if you guys don't want to hear about any theories, don't watch this video. Alright, let's start off with freaking Clark drawing Lexa. What? Oh, they're so fucking whipped, guys. Like, they're so whipped. Clark is so in love and Lex is so in love. Oh, like I've watched that opening scene so many goddamn times. It's amazing. And Clark's drawing again. And what inspired her to draw? Lexa. She's not bloody drawing ground, the earth. Like, she's been drawing the earth for so many years, trying to imagine what it'd look like. She's finally on the earth. And what does she draw? She draws a pretty girl. And then Lexa wakes up from a nightmare. Oh god, this opening scene killed me. And what does Clark do? Runs straight to Lexa to comfort her from the nightmare. She puts her hand on her knee and alright, so here's where another one of my theories comes in play. It's a big theory going around that Lexa and the Grounders are already connected to the City of Light because Lexa has an infinite tattoo on the base of her neck, which is the same as the infinity sign on the pill that Jahar has given to everyone. And so we're thinking the Grounders are already connected to the City of Light. And my thoughts is that Lexa is able to access the City of Light through her dream. I think Lexa can access the City of Light differently to how Jahar and the Crazies are accessing the City of Light, I think. I think it's two different things. I don't know. But I feel like Lexa was in the City of Light when she woke up from her nightmare because she was talking about how she was talking with the past leaders, the past commanders, and I'm assuming that's where she was talking to them in the City of Light. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Anyway, from there, Lexa sees Clark's drawing and I'm like, oh, we're getting back into the cuteness. Lexa is just like, she's so in love with Clark. Like, she doesn't know how to express her feelings and it's the cutest thing in the world. And like, Clark's all like, oh, I'm just not finished. Oh, the bloody, Clexa, man. Clexa feels, they don't make sense. Next up, we got that Rowan is very loyal to Lexa and the Coalition. He's probably the most loyal leader of the clans at this point. Like, why wouldn't he be? Lexa saved his life and gave him a big ass promotion, so he's like, fuck yeah, I'm following Lexa. Anyway, so Rowan sends one hater a present to show off his loyalty and also give an answer to a question that they didn't know the answer to, but we knew the answer to. They just didn't know. Anyway, so he sends Emerson in a box, and Emerson goes crazy and tries to attack Clark, and Clark's like, what the fuck? Back to Pike. Pike is still a frickin' dick. I hate Pike. So Pike essentially wants to wipe out a village of innocent people. He just wants to go and massacre people because he thinks the land is good there. Why the fuck not? Yeah, let's go like murder elders and children and innocent people because their freaking soil is good. Oh yeah, that makes total fucking sense. We couldn't just ask to share. Oh wait, if you'd stayed in the coalition, then Lexa would have given you soil that we could have grown crops in. The sense of these people. They make so much sense. Alright, I'm moving away from Pike because he pisses me off. We're going back to Lexa and Clark because they make me happy. Although in this scene, Lexa is fighting with Titus and Clark walks in and like Lexa's getting reprimanded by her dad and Clark sort of awkwardly walks in and is like, hey guys. Anyway, so Titus wants to kill Emerson because that's the way. Blood must have blood. Lex is like, no, we're past this blood must have blood. We're onto this new blood must not have blood. So Clark's totally gonna follow me. They ask Clark and Clark is like, yeah, let's fucking kill Emerson. She agrees with Titus. Lexa is so hurt. You can see it in her face. She's so sad and hurt and oh. I seriously wanted to punch Clark at this point. Like, I didn't, but I did because she put a sad face on Lexa and we don't want sad faces on Lexa. Come on, man. So Octavia and Miller and try to save the day. They talk for like 2 seconds. Octavia's gonna go warn this village that the Sky Crew are gonna come and kill them to take their crops. So Octavia wants to go warn them, try and get them out of there so there's no war. Miller and Octavia seriously talk about this situation for like 2 minutes maybe, and they realize, like, they don't even have to go into deep discussion. They realize that if Sky Crew kill this village, Lexa finds out there's going to be a war, which means there's going to be more dead people. Literally, they figured that out in 2 minutes. Kids are freaking smarter than the adults in this show. It took 2 minutes for they're still going to be under 18, right? I feel like I read somewhere that the show, like all 3 seasons of the show, in the storyline of the 100 has only been going for like 8 months. So if the 100 kids were all under 18, they're probably still under 18 or just 18, right? So these kids under 18 years old are smarter than the adults. Pike is supposedly supposed to be a teacher. How is he so stupid? Better question is, how is Bellamy so stupid? Like, literally, everyone else that came down with the 100, all these kids understand not all grounders are the same. Even bloody Murphy. Murphy's been beat up and tortured and just abused by the grounders like no one else has, and yet he still understands not all grounders are the same. Bellamy is an idiot. Alright, enough with the rage. Let's go over to some more cute stuff. We got Kane and Abby. They're so cute. They're like 2 little teenagers, man. Abby is like giving Kane a cheek kiss as hope. Oh my god. They're so cute. So Allie mentions to Raven, because Raven's trying to help Allie find version 2 of her. Allie mentions that version 2 went up in space, which means Becca went up in space, who was the human who created Allie. They went up to space because they wanted a more secure environment. Raven's like, why did they need a more secure environment? And Allie's like, well, that was because of me. Not necessarily, she didn't get right to the point as to what she did, but yeah. So Allie understands that Becca tried to get away from her. So Allie at this point is trying to find version 2. I don't know if Allie wants to destroy version 2 or I don't know what Allie's plan is with version 2, but she wants it. Can we just talk about 2 seconds? The actor who plays Emerson was awesome this episode. I really, really liked him. Well, like, I didn't like Emerson because Emerson... but the actor did like an amazing job with Emerson, and like big props to him. Like those scenes were freaking intense. Like all of the scenes that Emerson was in, oh man. I don't know the name of the actor. I did at one point because Eliza was retweeting a lot of his tweets. So I didn't know at some point, but I don't remember. Alright, let's talk about Titus for 2 seconds because Titus and Clark have a little conversation together. Titus is wanting to talk to Clark to get her to understand that this blood must not have blood thing is stupid, considering that Clark is already going against it like a day into the whole bloody thing. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, Clark's trying to like defend herself. She's like, killing all my people for the actions of a few isn't justice or whatever. And then Titus literally like slaps her right in the face with some truth. And it's like, isn't that exactly what you did in Mount Weather? Which is exactly what she did in Mount Weather. She killed all of the mountain men because of the actions of a few. And Clark's like, whoop, there it is. Titus is still, I still don't know how I feel about Titus. Ever since I've seen Titus in the trailers, I don't know how I feel about him. Obviously, from what we've seen so far, everything that he's done has been in Lex's interests, right? Which should be a good thing. It should be a great thing. I should be all aboard the Titus train because everything he's done has always been in regards to Lexa. I don't know if I like him though or trust him. I don't know if his actions, like I feel like his actions aren't because he's loyal to Lexa, like say Indra. Indra is definitely loyal to Lexa because she believes in Lexa and she truly trusts and loves almost. Love is almost a word that I could use with Indra and Lexa's relationship, right? But I don't think Titus has the same interests with Lexa. Like I feel like his motives to help Lexa are different. I just don't know what they are at the minute. But I'm sure we'll find out eventually. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about Titus. So Jahar is still like talking bullshit, trying to get people to take the key to the City of Light, and Abby's like, I should take some tests because this is weird as fuck. And then she's like, you wouldn't give Wells this without testing, and Jahar's like, who's Wells? What? The City of Light is fucking with people's brains. Like it's, like Abby said, it's taking away more than just pain. Jahar literally forgot his son. Like, I don't know if Jahar loved anything more than his son ever. Maybe he liked being the leader of the 12 stations. It could have been pretty close up there to how much he loved his son. But still, like, his son was up there, right? And the fact that he just forgot about him, that's a big freaking deal. So that's really terrifying, and I hate it. I hate the City of Light, but it also really intrigues me. Jackson is on Team Allie as well, we find out. What the hell, Jackson? Like, why did he need to take it? What pain was he going through? No idea. Like, and he's like a scientist. He's in the medical bay, and he just took it willy-nilly. Like, he would have probably been one of the first to take it. Why? Why? Is it up? Like, doctors supposed to be smart? I don't know. Anyway, so that can't be good, Jackson being on Team Allie. Bit of an upset this episode. Monroe dies. What? What? I was so on board the Monroe Harper ship. I loved it so much, but obviously that ship has sunk like nothing else. I don't think Monroe took the key to the City of Light, so I don't think she's coming back. But I'm also, as much as I loved Monroe and Harper, that thing, and I did like Monroe and Harper separately, I'm kind of like, well, serves you right for joining this fucked up group who are just murdering people for no reason. Like, this is what you get. Sorry. So I am both equally sad and like, well, you kind of deserved it at the same time. Which is terrible. I know everyone's like very, very upset about Monroe dying. I should be too, but I also am like, yeah, well, should have used your brain. Ultimate Lexa feels right now, so like Lexa is mad. She is mad that Clark is going to take revenge on, what's his face? Emerson. And so you can like just tell. She is super mad when she's talking. But then Clark walks down to grab the sword to start the killing. And she's like, no, blood must not have blood. Lexa is the ultimate power couple right now. And Lexa's like, she doesn't actually have any facial expressions, but you can just sort of, I don't know how, But without actually doing anything, you can tell she's both surprised and proud, and just her whole sort of body language shifts. Like, it's now much more open and like happy. I don't even know how to explain how Alicia does it. Like, I don't know how she does so much with nothing. Like, what? That chick blows my freaking mind. But yeah, so both Wanheda and Hader are on the board, the Blood Must Not Have Blood train, and they're trying to get the leaders on board. I think this step that Clark took definitely helped Lexa. I know a lot of people were worried about the backlash, including myself, worried about the backlash in regards to Lexa for this choice. I think it's still a worry to have, but this step that Clark took helped immensely. So, well done, Clark. You go, girl. I don't want to punch you in the face anymore. We got Clexa power couple back. Poo, poo, poo. All is good in the world. Actually, not really. We just need to fucking kill Pike, and then all is good in the world. Now for the big shocker of the episode. Like, this blew my freaking mind, and So, we jump back to Raven and Allie trying to find version 2. It's not there. It wasn't on any of the 12 stations, and Jaha's like, whoa, what about the 13th station? There was a 13th station, but they blew it out of the sky to get the other stations to join. So that would have happened, 97 years ago? That would have happened at the start of the joining together of the stations. So, yeah. Anyway, so we cross back over to Titus, who has Murphy tied up and has been torturing him for information about Clark. And now he's torturing him about information about the infinity symbol, the key that Jaha gave him. So we see him torturing Murphy, and then it sort of pans over to this dropship looking thing, and it has Polis written on the side of it. What the bugabah? But Jaha says that the 13th station was called Polaris? I always say shit wrong. Anyway, so obviously that's what Polis has been named after, but the A and the R has been like sort of blacked out, obviously from being blown up, I suppose. So that's what Polis has been named after. Okay, so the Grounders are the members of the 13th station. I don't know, are all of them members of the 13th station? Are the mutated Grounders the ones that were there from the beginning? That's a thought. Maybe only the Nightbloods are the ones that were on the 13th station, and like everyone else are just sort of, you know, I don't know. There's so many possibilities right now. It's fucking with my brain. My question is, do the Grounders know that they are actually Sky Crew, right? I feel like they should know, or maybe it's a story that just never got passed down. Obviously Titus knows, because Titus has this drop shit in his little secret room, and it has the name Polis on it. It's messing with my brain. But also, lols to Allie, because she's been looking for, 97 years for version 2. She's been waiting for the Ark to come falling down from the sky so she could have a look in their systems for version 2. Turns out version 2 has been on the ground since the start. Lol. Also, we find out that Becca, who is, again, the creator of Allie and the creator of version 2, was a part of the 13th station. So she was a Grounder at some point, right? I mean, she would have been one of the first generations of Grounders, which could have tied into this whole other city of light. So obviously there's version 2. I'm assuming Becca finished it, considering she had time to finish it, and I have a feeling that's connected in with, you know, the Commanders and the Nightbloods and the reincarnation shit. It's got something to do with that. So there's 2 City of Lights, there's 2 versions of Allie. It's just fucking with my head. I honestly can still, like, 4 days later. What? Is it 4 days later? I don't even know. I still cannot comprehend and wrap my mind around all the possibilities now. And like, I just can't. So if you guys want to chat with your theories, your thoughts on this mind-blowing shit, yeah, come talk to me. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's my quickish wrap up of 306. Again, apologies for it being late. Next episode will be on time. I will have it up the day after the episode has been aired. I'm going to smash videos out, and to make up for this one being late, I'm going to put up another video this week just for you guys. Just a random funsies video, because why the hell not? Also, it's my birthday today. I'm making videos on my birthday because I freaking love making videos. Although when this goes up, it won't be my birthday, so whoops. But yeah, I can't. I can't. I don't think I've even seen the promo for the next episode. That's how busy I've been this weekend. Alright, well, that's it. I think that's it from me. Again, Twitter, Tumblr, in the description below. Same with my Instagram and Snapchat if you guys want to talk to me somewhere else apart from YouTube. Or you can just comment in the comment section below. There's always heaps of awesome discussions that happen, which is amazing to see. That's about it. I'm gonna go and stop talking because I talked really quickly in this video. I don't know why. It was just a thing that happened. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye!